Would you believe in just 22 weeks I've lost 3 stone on Mounjaro? Today I'm sharing exactly how I did it, what worked, what didn't, and where do I go from here. Whether you're starting GLP-1s or you're already on your journey, this video is going to give you some motivation and some real talk about what it's actually like. So stick around for some before and after shots where I really show the difference, especially my face. So let's roll this week's titles. Hi, I'm Ali, I'm 51, I live in Scotland, and I've been on Mounjaro for 23 weeks. So section 1 is going to be my personal story. So how did I get to 11 stone 6, basically? So I've lost 3 stone, I was 14 stone 6 when I started, and I'm down to 72 kilograms now, or 11 stone 6. Some weeks have been a struggle. I know on camera it's really hard to keep motivated sometimes. I keep sharing all the positive results with you guys. I love all the comments. It just makes it feel all worthwhile when I get some really nice comments. And if I'm helping you, then that is the main reason for doing these videos, basically. Having a loss every week, bar 1 week, has been fantastic. I'd never have imagined that I'd lose so much weight on Mounjaro this quickly. I mean, 23 weeks, it's just short of 6 months. It's a total game changer, as everybody says. I mean, how does it feel losing 3 stone? Amazing. I feel better in myself, slimmer clothes actually fit me. Many goals along the way. I got into my waistcoats that I've been dying to get into, that are in my wardrobe for 7 years. I feel like I've got a collarbone, I've got a hip bone. Usually they're covered in fat, so I don't really feel them. Confidence way higher. I think even in front of the camera it's been better. I walk past shop windows and I actually think I look good when I see myself in reflection for a change. So that's all good. So section 2 is going to be what worked over the 22 weeks. Well, lots of stuff. So first of all, the appetite control. Not having food noise has just been a huge game changer for me. I don't hear the calling of the fridge. I don't want to go and eat chocolate. I don't want to go and eat crisps. I've no cravings. And I've never had fast food since I started this journey. Just don't miss it at all. It's just so odd. I could easily sit at night, feed my face with hummus, crisps, chocolate, booze, but not having constant thoughts about food or what I need to snack on or what's for dinner or what's next for my meal just allows you to think about other things in your life, and it's so refreshing not having to think about food constantly. So talking about food, how has it been food wise? So I've been taking smaller portions. I feel fuller quicker. I don't feel the need to clean my plate all the time. I can just leave what I want. Don't feel guilty, whereas before I was like, oh, I need to finish that food, can't leave it and go to waste. It's okay not to eat all the food on your plate. That's what I'll say. Exercise and movement is the next thing. I've done tons of exercise before this. I do spin classes, 10k walks, walking to from work every day, I do walk at lunchtime, and I run twice a week. I do a 5k on a Saturday park run, and I do a 7.5k with my club. I'm trying to build some muscle now, and that's going to be my next goal when I get to target. So what about tracking my goals? So weekly weigh-ins, definitely a good mind. It just keeps you on track. The Shotzi app's been great for logging my injections and the side effects. The MyNet Diary app's great for logging my foods, and it's just been paramount in losing the weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit for this to work. On Mounjaro, you don't just inject and the weight falls off, so keep that in mind, that you do need to log your foods. Definitely keep yourself motivated, and it's just a game changer if you actually do that every week. So have I had any plateaus along the way? I had 1 week where I put on 1.5 pounds, but then I lost it the next week and another 1.5 pounds. Just remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? So don't go thinking if you've got a bad week, that's the end of the game. Just free focus. Well, we all know I've had my fair share of side effects as well. I've had the dry mouth, got it now, constipation, diarrhea, cold hands, sulphur burps. Ugh, hate them. But the biggest worrying one was the lightheadedness. And I even fainted at one point. It's not happened again, thank God, because it was a bit scary. And I don't want to go through that again. It has helped splitting the doses. It's alleviated a lot of my symptoms. So it's good news overall. I'm on 5 milligrams, doing 2.5 milligrams twice a week. So what about social situations when you're going out? So holidays and events and things like that. So eating out can be a bit of a challenge. Just think what's healthy. Don't go for huge portions because you're not going to eat it all. Drink plenty of water with your meals. Ask for a pint of water or a big jug of water. I'm due to go on a cruise in 8 weeks. It's an all-inclusive, all booze, all food. It's going to be fascinating being on Mounjaro while I'm on my holiday. All them temptations in my path, especially the booze. My plan is to take it easy, still enjoy myself, not overindulge, but not be totally strict either. On the flip side, I don't want to come back and I've put on a stone or a stone and a half. I've worked way too hard for this. So it is a bit of a worry at this time, but I do plan to do a couple of videos while I'm on the cruise because I'm going to take my Mounjaro with me and I'll keep you all updated on how it goes. All right. Other thing I wanted to mention was protein. I'm struggling to eat enough protein, and I think that's why I've lost a bit of muscle definition in my body. This is going to be my main focus when I get to Target. I'm going to start eating a lot more protein and I'm going to do a lot more weights, like dumbbells, kettlebells. I'm doing some just now, but it's only once a week and I want to improve that. I also want to touch on body dysmorphia. So I wanted to mention this as I'm sure others out there can relate to me. Yes, my brain isn't catching up with my body image. It still thinks I'm fat. Then I'll pass a window, I'll clock myself, and I'll realise I'm not an obese person anymore. It's definitely a work in progress, for sure. It's just going to take time to get my brain in check. Once I'm at Target and I manage to keep the weight off, I'm sure it'll eventually click into place. It's not easy trying to rewire your brain after years and years of being overweight. I am working on it though, and yes, I'm hoping to get rid of the body dysmorphia because I'm sure I have a touch of that, but I'm sure you guys out there can relate and think you've had this problem in the past as well. Okay, so what lessons have I learned along the way? It's not just about the medication, it's about your lifestyle changes. You need to train your brain into not snacking. Once I come off this medication, hopefully then I won't need it and it'll all just fall into place. We all have bad weeks, or we'll have points when we think, is it worth doing it? Think how far you've come and think about all your mini goals along the way. That's why it's good to set these out. Support systems matter, so community. Feel free to join the Facebook group. Everybody's really nice, very supportive. I have a couple of WhatsApp groups set up for helping each other along the way. It's important to get that support in place. So when the weeks that you do struggle, you have somebody there to bounce ideas off or give you a kick up the arse. It's not a case of injecting the weight falls off, as I said before, although some people seem to think that's how it works, but it doesn't. So make sure that you celebrate your non-scale victories. That's another thing. Things like clothes, self-confidence. As I mentioned, getting into my waistcoats and a 32-inch jeans was a total highlight for me. I actually think that's better than the scales. I'll post up some before and after pictures so you can see the loss in my face and my stomach. I just wish we could pick and choose where the weight comes off because it doesn't always fall the way you want it to, does it? If only it was that easy, but yeah, hopefully the pictures show a bit of a difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys out there on Mounjaro or Wegovy. Are you thinking about starting? Drop me a comment below with your progress or your questions. Let's build this community so we can support each other through the hard times, step by step. And if this video gives you some motivation, please give it a thumbs up, ring that bell, and give me a sub. I'm almost at 800 subs. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. That'd be amazing. It really does help push the video out there if you give it a thumbs up. So thank you to everybody so far. It gives me the motivation and just sticks with me throughout the whole videos that I put up. Thank you very much. So I'm not stopping here, right? My next big goal is my target. I'm not far off it. I've had many weight goals along the way. I've smashed them all. I'm less than half a stone to target now, and it's all about keeping it off on maintenance once I reach there. More on that once I actually reach my goal. But I'm staying on MJ. I've decided I'm staying on Mounjaro. I'm not jumping ship to Wegovy. I'm far too close to maintenance at this stage of my journey. So I've got enough pens now to reach me till Christmas, and then I'll see how I feel. But ultimately, I want to keep the weight off. Time will tell. I'm going to titrate down to 2.5 if possible, and let's see how that goes. So yeah, big thank you to everybody. And if I can lose 3 stone in 22 weeks, just imagine what you guys could do. Let's keep going together. Check out my other videos. I'll pop them up above. Drop me a question or a comment. I reply to everybody, I promise. But thanks so much for all the support and getting me to 3 stone off. You know, it's just, the channel really does appreciate everybody and all your comments. It's just so nice. So be good, stay focused, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.